Welcome back to day 2 of the National Shearing and Wool Handling here in Jamestown. Today is a full day of national events where we will crown the Australian champion and select the Australian team to head to the Worlds in Marsden, New Zealand. The events that you'll be watching here today are novice, intermediate, senior and open shearing, novice, senior and open wool handling, and blade shearing.
You've just moved, so now we have to move.
Oh, I had to move this back. Yeah, because we can't fit in there.
Okay, hang on. So where do what?
We're just going to be sitting there.
No, they can't.
Sorry.
Joey, can you just sit down and just make sure your head's not in the I just want to check that your head is you. Just sit normal. Can you see Joey? I'm just going to go and find you so that you can find up. Okay, rightio. No worries. Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got thumbs up from the ladies on the desk down there. Okay, ladies on the desk, you've got timers, very good. I've got that fish started up, ready to go. Okay. I'll give me time to get it working. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like organised chaos. It is. It's organised chaos when you're going to walk around like this. Who's ever stepped into a 12-stand shed and the shearers are shearing 200 a day each and there's walking over it? Organised chaos. Exactly like a team's event, organised chaos. But at the end of the day, the wool gets in the bale, the sheep get shorn, and a few people are happy and some are sad. And that's what life's about. Now, who's put their wool product on today? We're in the wool industry. Who's got wool on? Anyone got any wool clothing on? No, him. All here watching the wool bin. Oh, Emma, good on you. The manager of Michelle's Australia over there, she's got her wool on. Oh, Marino, how about Nikki Lyons the other day? When she was shearing, she had all woolen products on. Who's got their woolen undies on? You haven't got any woolen undies on? No one's got some merino woolen undies on. Oh, Steph's got hers on. I've got mine on.
First.
Steph, merino underwear. Unbelievable. It breathes. Beautiful. Ali Cooper, you're a wool producer. Woolen bras. Well done. I love it. Who is, some of you young wool producers are going to get married. Would you have a woolen dress? A woolen wedding? You wouldn't have a woolen wedding dress? There's a lady in this district makes them. That's got to be the next thing, isn't it? Woolen wedding dresses. Joanna, you to get a woolen wedding dress. Righto, I'll get on to Matt about that. Bit less money on the ring, more money on the woolen dress. That'll be all right. Righto. Oh, you shearers are waiting, are you? No worries. Right, looks like we got thumbs up from the judges. Thumbs up from the ladies on the desk. Thumbs up from the wool handling judges. Shearers ready. Timekeepers ready. Judges ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Best of luck. Now, how much wool, Sarah, have you got in your cupboard at home? Being a wool producer, a contractor, and a wool buyer?
I have a fair bit, Dave, and we both wear it. And we actually look around the West Australian team is dressed in wool shirts.
Oh, well done. Yeah, what's his name now, mate, that does that?
Steve Noah, the Merino Polo, has always been a great supporter of
That's him, I think. Yeah, I think we support Steve Noah very well too. There you go. Get a bit of wool on your body, ladies and gentlemen. That breathes. That's a natural fibre, and that's the industry we're in.
Just kicking off the event here, Jamestown, the Sunday, the Nationals event. Up here in stands 1 and 2, we've got the WA boys, Mark Buskin, Luke Harding. New South Wales 3 and 4, Jeremy Newbury, Daniel McIntyre. And on 5 and 6, we got the Byers brothers from Tasmania, the Jack Jumpers up there.
Okay, and our wool handlers for the WA team. Got Janelle Huicky, Kelly Moyer, New South Wales wool handlers, Eileen Evans, Rachel Hutchison. And the Tasmanian wool handlers, we've got Patrice Leckie and Victoria Lang.
Yeah, no, these are good events, aren't they, Sarah? The team's event is exactly replicated like you're in the shed. You've got to work as a team. Shearers will come off at different paces. You've got to tidy up the wool room.
Yeah, it is, Dave, and if we watch, they'll each have a different tactic. Some will have one shear a bit faster, one a bit slow. Some might have them coming off at the same pace. So interesting to watch what they've got worked out.
Oh. Daniel Boone McIntyre's starting off like he left last night in the Trans-Tasman. Have a look at that for Rachel Hutch.
Well, not many points there. Only a couple, I reckon, Dave, on that one.
One you get bonus points if you do it that well, where you can have a couple of sleep.
Here we go, first throw for WA. Throw there.
Oh, Buskin.
On the net.
Jack Byers, 5. Beautiful throw down there, but Tasmanian ball handlers.
Rightio, get behind the stake. Where's the test?
Roll up here for New South Wales here. The roll up.
Where's all the guys from New South Wales?
Fleece in the basket. That's how the wool pressers love them.
There's everyone from WA.
Oh, big bulky fleece.
Rightio, we need some wool runners here. Can we have 3 wool runners, please?
Do we have some novice ball runners, please? Novice.
Roll up time on stand 1 and 2 WA.
Thank you.
New South Wales just working away down that side of that police, skirting that flip off there. Making sure they get the nice clean wool to go on the press. Victoria laying down there in stand 5 and 6. She's done one side, she's just skirting the other side. She'll be ready to roll up in a minute.
All right, here we go. Team effort here on the throwing for WA. Press that neck so it doesn't hold under.
Yeah, and these ball handlers, they work together sometimes to get that fleece nice and flat on the table. The other ball handler can catch it at the end and make sure it lands flat.
You hear the wool handlers talking between themselves. So they know where each other up to, giving direction, just like you would in the shed. It's all about communication.
These New South Wales shearers here, they're going for the staggered. Daniel McIntyre's about to flip off again. Newbury just swinging on the long low.
I'm thinking, Sarah, they've got it. They should have their 3 shifts on, all the wool rolled up in around that 10-minute mark.
Here we go. The New South Wales plane's back on.
Rachel Hutch.
Tassie. Nice throw on both tables.
They got to deal with those shanks if they're on there. That little bit of sweaty grip, what we call pieces.
Oh, look at that throw down here on WA. Another place coming off for W1. Who are they going to pop that? Straight on the floor to pick up later.
Roll up time for New South Wales.
Straight on the floor to New South Wales. Straight off the floor to the table. Yeah, Tassie will go straight onto the table.
Roll up time here and stand 1 and 2. The WA team is getting a couple more little skin pieces out here. She's found. She'll pick that fleece up off the floor and flick that on the table and get that skirted as well before these boys drop another one on. You know, with the quick pick and flick, lands it beautifully on the table. Here stands 1 and 2 for the WA team, the West Aussie.
Setting eyes for the Jack Jumpers, the Tassie team. Down on stand 6, he's going to be first to finish his shearing. Will they roll up first?
Go, roll up the line for New South Wales. I'll come on for a bit of a clean up before this next place comes off, I reckon.
Stand 6 is done. Victoria Lang, she pushed the police out.
Sammy buys, he picks up the broom down there, the golden arm, he can shear, he can walk there, he can do it all, that fella. Helping out the teams event here. Shearers are allowed to help out as they finish shearing, maybe sweep up a few locks, put a few oddments in the bins and give these ball handlers the best chance to clean up in the nick of time.
All about a bit of teamwork, isn't it?
Absolutely. Just like a day's work in the shed, it's all about teamwork.
You've never got a shearer on the broom now. Looking a bit lost, but he's getting it swept up. Oh,
Western Australia.
Boscombe up here on stand number 1. He's giving a little sweep up the locks here as Luke Harding comes out. He's going to pick a few skip bits out, Luke. So all the teams have been here. It's all 5%ers in the shearing game. 1% here, 1% there. They all add up.
Roll corner for New South Wales.
Oh.
On WA.
Western Australia team finish Shearing. New South Wales got one fleece to throw. Western Australia got all their fleeces on the table.
Oh, it's going to be a bit of a close finish, I think, here, Dave.
Yeah. I reckon.
Oh, great throw here on the New South Wales table. Their Shearing out there, sweeping through.
Daniel McIntyre sleeping like a few looks here for New South Wales. Jack Byers and Stan Bob. Look at the fast fingers going, all these girls. They want to get these last pieces rolled up and in the bag and put them on the table all cleaned up.
Oh, Daniel McIntyre. Never seen him on a broom before. Have a look at that. The man's on a broom.
What never seen so many Shearers on the ground before?
He's heading up now, right at the end here.
Come on, get behind this stage. Kneel on.
Whoa!
Oh, good on. Very enough.
That's the first heats there. The team's been here this morning at Jamestown. And quick tight outrun these oddments into the war room so the judges can have a look at them. We'll get the next 3 states up here to battle it out again in Heat 2.
Okay, once you get all these buckets out of the road, teams, Victoria will be on 1 and 2, South Australia on 3 and 4, Queensland on 5 and 6. So let's get all these buckets out of the road. Okay, shearers from the first event, you've got to tip out the back. So Queensland on 5 and 6. Hang on, we've got a couple of buckets here. Wait for that again to get taken. Okay, we'll get some buckets and bins in for you. Okay, Victoria on 1 and 2. South Australia 3 and 4. Queensland 5 and 6. How exciting was that, eh? Hey, the other thing I forgot to tell you, I've got my wool denim dungas on. 20% wool, 80% denim. Now, you need more of that, don't we? We need wool denim. Who's got their wool denim jeans on? Anyone? Unbelievable. You work in the industry, you love watching it, you don't bloody wear it. We're trying to sell this stuff. No wonder we're only getting a couple of bucks a kilo. Hey, you got a wool shirt on? Well done. Steve Noah's a good man. He'll look after you.
Those woolen products, they last a lifetime, don't they, Dave?
It's at home in the cupboard. Hey? Yeah, no, he was last year. No. Great to see the product being utilised in our industry. Okay, zero that clock back. Herney, can you press that button, please? And the one behind you. Do you want to zero those clocks out, please? Tony, zero the clocks. Thank you. Okay, we'll let the wool teams organise their buckets. Now, how about this team here in Queensland, the Maroons? This is me mum telling the son what to do. All the time. Is that right? All your life you've been telling him what to bloody do, and today you get the opportunity to do it again. Don't let him tell you what to do, okay? Even though he thinks he might be number one in Australia, don't let him tell you what to do. You're the boss today, right? Did you hear that, young fella? Mum is the boss today. Don't you start pointing the fingers, don't do this. Let her boss you around. She's your parent. Okay, judges on the board, please. Double check your counters, get the bookwork. How's our woolies? Judges have got the thumbs up. Woolies have got the thumbs up. Wool handlers are always happy, aren't they? No, yes, they're always happy. Girls on the table, they're happy, especially with that cup of coffee this morning. Judges, shearers, timekeepers, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, Victoria!
Rio, just while they're getting started, we might run through the sponsors. Like you'll see on the scans up there. They've each got a name there, which is a sponsor of that stand. Without sponsors, these days are not possible. Meany Shearing on stand number 1. Growden Shearing on stand number 2. Belair on stand number 3. Solar Water Pump, stand number 4. Linda's Building, stand number 5. And Rice's Creek Pole Merino, stand number 6. The sponsors are such a big part of these events. It costs a lot of money to run these events. And without sponsors, we can't do this. So if there's any way that you can support these sponsors, please give them some of your business. And when you hop up to your prize this afternoon, if you get that blue ribbon and get a chance to speak, always thank your sponsors.
These shearers up here, they're just working through that first place now. Getting a bit of game plan organised. They're going to come up at the same time. They're going to do a staggered finish. These wool handlers just looking through the fleeces. They're not allowed to skirt them. They might pick out a bit of skin here, there.
Yeah, it gets a bit exciting in a 10-stand shed like the one that these sheep come from. Munduddy Station 10 stand closed board, and the first sheep of the day, the whole 10 stands comes off at once. And you only got 4 Rousies on the board. She gets a little bit hectic then.
That's where they learn to pick up 2 fleeces, Dave, but I reckon picking up 2 of it might be a bit of a challenge.
two of these doubled up. Yeah, bit of an armful. Tony Agnew's got the first flick. Oh, nice flick.
Beautiful throw there by the South Aussies here.
Tony Agnew slides the fleece out of the way. Oh no, she made room on the floor. You got to sweep those locks up so the shearers don't drag their sheep through the locks that are on the board. And the shearers don't like those sweaty crib under their pockets either.
Here we go for Queensland. What Victoria? Another nice throw. The bunching on the neck.
Roll up time for Sarah Haynes. Tony Agnew's getting the crutch on stand 3. Working those fleeces out. Can we have some wool runners, please?
It's the last piece. So WA, New South Wales and Tasmania. If someone from the Woolies can run the wool, please. Oh, beautiful throw there for South Australia. Another good throw for Queensland. And another
Arlene, the master of the wool table. She knows how to put them on top and get them off fast. And the Shoffs have got the job done up the top there. Stand 5 and 6. Mum and the son.
Roll up time behind the ear on stand 4. The South Aussies. Roll up time in a minute here on stand 1 and 2, the Victorians. As the belly comes off on stand 2, the ground and Shearing stand.
Haven't seen too many fleeces have to hit the floor. The handlers are keeping up pretty well on time.
Righto, the second ones are coming off there. The Nath Manny what a good shear last night. Trans Tasman Open final. And he got the Mark Conlon Award too. You couldn't get better. He got the triple trifecta. But today's another day. Today the year is like they're competing to represent Australia in the Tasman. The top 3 and the top 2 go to the Worlds in Masterton next year in March.
Beautiful flick out there on stand 5, the Flinders building stand. Slim shot from the Queenslanders, the Maroons. As he goes up the side there and pulls a bit of crib off.
The other teams are under 10 minutes to start shearing, to paddle on the table. Roll up, roll up, roll up, they said. Don't the wool pressers love it if you roll your fleece up that tight and put it in the wool bin when they want to press a bale of wool? That's why we get the roll up in there, and that's why it gets judged. Those nice tight little fleeces are a lot easier for that wool presser to grab a handful of wool out and put it in the press.
This looks a little bit more controlled than the first heat.
Yeah, that was a bit of a rush.
Was in a bit of a hurry the first time, I think. Didn't actually watch what the time was on that first heat.
No, they were under that 9.5 minutes, I think. So they've got to keep moving along, but every 20 seconds, one whole point gets added onto your score. Nate Meany's going to be coming under 8. So then he's off. Nice roll up there from Sarah. Oh, Marley, master. I've got the Tony Agnew. Nice little flick there. Oh, take a photo of this. Nathan Meany sweeping the board. Never seen that before.
Bringing out the best in these shearers today.
Oh, I think they're after brownie points, aren't they?
I reckon the wives and partners will be on to them after this to do a bit of housework.
Yeah, you do those. Put those rousies. Why don't you do it for me? Bit of that going on, I reckon. Oh, slim. Oh, Tony Agnew, she's got this one picked up, ready to flick on the table. There goes Sarah, she's off the table, Tony's on. Oh, big bulky fleece too. And it used all the tape. Well, they cutting 6 kilos. What do you think, Sarah, about $10 a kilo?
Oh, yeah, I reckon.
$10? I reckon Sparks,
Money at that rate.
I reckon Sparks is out the back and he said, sign me up for the contract now. Well, that'll be $50, $60 fleeces, these fleeces, wouldn't they?
Yeah, easy.
Hey. Yeah, the wool industry should come back a bit this year with a bit more money.
Yeah, things are looking pretty positive. There's probably no better time now to make sure the job's right in the shed, Dave. And yeah, present it well. Australia's known for the best wool in the world. And
Yeah.
that one.
And it looks like they want a bit of it. They want to put in that clothing product. If I could get our friends in the audience to wear a bit of wool, we'll probably get a little bit more.
Well done, South Australia.
Oh, they're out of gear and under 9:20. 9:30. Oh, on fire. But you've only got to roll the fleece up out the back, and they forget to skirt a flank or a side, some 20 crib, they lose the merits. Overskirting, you see some fleece wool going in the pieces, they will get demerits. The mother and son duo, have a look at this. Come on, Mum, tell him to go faster on that broom. Hey, Carl, is it above your pay grade to jump on the broom, mate? Last place about to get thrown to the table here by Marlene Whittle. Well, here we go, the Victorians. Oh, beautiful. Well done.
Now watch these fingers skirt that place. They'll be moving fast. The shears will do a bit of a tidy up here for the ball handlers. As they roll up that last fleece there, the Victorians. Kirsty Bone, she's going to pull in the bags. The boys sweep up the last few locks. Marlene Whittle chucks them in the bucket. When they're up here, they'll throw that broom on the table and it'll be out. Put your hands together for these teams events here this morning. Jamestown 2025 Nationals.
Okay, we're just going to send them to the wool room to go back to the wool shed. Simon separate wool room. These tables will go back over there, and then we'll call up our novice events in the wool room and the novice shearing on the board. So Give us 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get back to setting up the venue for the Nationals, Jamestown 2025. Quick tidy up of the wall room here. One of those oddments down there for a bit of judging. The judges in there, they'll go through each bucket and make sure what's in there is meant to be in there. And what's not, they'll get a few penalties for, and they'll work the scores out for these teams' events. I think we'll move those tables here back over to the wall rooms and we'll get underway with the novices very shortly.
Testing.
Oh, they've moved this table over a bit more. Yep.
One, two, three. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. Test.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
We can hear you, Sarah. Sounds good over there in the wool room.
They need it turned up a little bit more for out the back here in the wool room. Whoever's controlling that, please. Outside the door.
Okay, how are we looking on the main stage? The shearers are at the doors. They've got 2 sheep to shear and novice shearers. Ladies on the table. Ali Cooper, did I see you yawn then? Sorry about keeping up. Probably drafted 2,000 sheep last night when you got home. Okay. Judges ready. Timekeeper's ready. Shearers ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Best of luck, novice shearers. I've always got their pen mate there just to guide them through and give them that little bit of confidence. On standing number 1, he's a local Jamestown boy. He's got a bit of shearing and a bit of land in his blood. Ryan McKay. Travis Wilkinson, he's from Victoria. Ellen McIntosh. A Jack Jumper from Tassie. Henry Farley, New South Wales. And the Maroons, Reese Braunfelder, Queensland. So this is our novice Nationals Development Squad, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by a lot of AWI funding. Goes into these guys. They get their training in state. And this is where it all starts as a young person in the wool harvesting industry. Having skills in the shearing shed. Not being able to crunch. Picking up the broom. The bale of wool. To jumping on the handpiece and holding down a stand. You've got to be multi-talented when you're learning in the game. You've got to be able to do a little bit of everything until you can start to shear that 80, 100 every day consistently. And then you'll get the stand with the contractor or the local shearing gang. Build your numbers up and get more professional. And that's what these young shearers are all about. I'd like to welcome Matty Hagger, one of our local compact at Jamestown. Welcome here today, Matty. How are you getting on?
Yeah, cheers, Dave. A little bit rusty this morning, but I'll come with you shortly. Yeah, these young shearers, they are up and coming in industry. Some of them are still at school. It's really good to see them getting into it. We're doing a bloody good job here. Stand number 5, pulling away a bit. He's got up and over down the long low. All other stands right behind, doing that nice, neat job. Nice, strong staples coming off.
Yeah, time's not really a factor in these novices. Time does not count at all. It's just all about getting that bottom tooth on the skin. No second No skin in the fleece. The judges will have a look out the back. They'll say, has he nicked it there, or has he done a nice job on that sheep? What's he done? What's he taken off? And it's just all about the quality for these novices. Try and teach them the right thing in this industry. You want to rock up to the shed for the wool grow and do a good job. You don't want to be there blasting off a heap of numbers and making them look terrible out the back. The wool grower wants to see nicely shorn sheep, so that's what we're promoting here with these novices.
Yeah, it's all about efficient shearing, isn't it? Like, the more you poke and jab and make different blows, the harder it is to keep that down tube working for you. So if you can run those blows along from start to finish, no stops and starts, and you about 42 main blows on the sheet with a few tidy up around the trimmings, that's how you get efficient. And that's what we teach these young shearers out in the sheds, to run those, flip the comb up, keep the bottom two a 90, 94 millimetre wide. Make sure you stuck a 3 millimetre in there when you got a flat bit of skin to do it. And to make sure you're not making those second cuts. Having that comb selection. Tools of trade. I know shearing gear is an expensive part, but every electrician, they've got tools of trade. If you're a carpenter, you've got pad drills, all that sort of stuff is tools of trade. Or shearers, they've got a handpiece and combs and cutters. That's their tools of trade.
Yeah, we have Ellen McIntosh first off. She just absolutely polished out that last one. Magnificent. Stand number 5, Benton come off. Far behind. And that is looking like a boiled egg coming off on stand number 5. That's how you want them going out. Let's here on number 2. That's a nice big full bosey. He's got that check. Beautiful. Look at it bubbled out. No trouble at all getting that whole crew flat on the skin of the second one out. Ryan, just come up on the way. We're going to a couple of good bodies in the half down the neck here, and he'll be right behind him.
There goes Reese, the maroon.
They run out in the wall room, bloody stand there, waiting patiently. They're ready for them all to come in. They'll wait for them for novice, pretty steady going.
Okay, can we have our next heat up in the chairs, please, in the marshalling area? Jack Hewitt, Charlie Sturgis, Tom Jacobson, Jacob Sanderson, and Riley Henke. You guys come up and sit in the chairs, please.
Got Ryan and Henry, both just about to let go of their first sheet. Travis and Ellen, Ellie's off, Ellie's coming off. We're starting that first time, mate. Not allowed to break that wool out on that first magnet. You want to keep the fleece in one whole big piece. Make it nice and easy throughout. You can all handle it out the shaft.
Young Ryan McKay, the local boy here in stand number 1. He's still at school. Mum's a school teacher. He says, I don't want to go to school, Mum. I want to be out sheared. I want to knock a few fleeces off, man, a bit of coin. Might be a few arguments at the tea table, but he's doing a wonderful job up there in stand number 1. Stand number 2, Travis Wilkinson, Victoria. Making his way on that first leg. He's got Keenan Fox in the pen man, just working through it with him. The Tassie Jack jumper up the neck there.
How many shearers are magnificent job? Most of them have been in the industry for about 12 months, maybe a bit more. Some of them still at school. It's all in the weekend, but they're going to show up at school and funding it. So whatever they need to do, it's all Ellen's got a Bit of a common one here, she's got to be real careful. I'll be pulling out hard on the skin. That left hand will be noticed on. Holding that wall up, keeping it. Fibers up nice and straight, not pulling the skin, not taking the skin.
Yeah, it's great to see the younger female shearers. They're obviously out there in the sheds now, not only doing it in the wool room, they're also out on the board doing their stuff. Nowadays with the training, and learning how to balance that sheep so you don't hold the weight on the body, you don't physically try to move that sheep around you. It's just footwork, pressure, and the young ladies are making a big statement on the shearing boards now. A couple of weeks ago, Nikki Lyons, New South Wales lady, farmer, mother of 4, she was 502 sheep in 9 hours, 502 lambs. So it's been some great achievement by the young ladies out there in the shearing industry. Also in the wool rooms, there's a lot of females out there with their wool classes tickets, putting their stencil on the bales of wool, taking pride in their work. So they're out there in our industry, well and truly.
Yeah, there's much money in the patients industry around this year in class and arousing. Excellent money per day. Quite easy to take home that $300 to $500 a day when you're arousing or classing. And then get on that handpiece and get going. Some big yards, $1,000 a day. You need them some stuff. Great industry to be part of.
I reckon that's what Ryan McCabe is saying. He's going, Mum, I went to work today, I sure 100. I got paid $5 a head, that's $500. That's my maths lesson, Mum. It's in the bank. They give me 11% super. How good's that? The maths teacher at school didn't tell me about superannuation, and I'm getting a bit. That's maths, Mum. There we go, last sheep on board, time 10:06. We'll be getting you guys for the last sheep. Make sure they put their last sheep signs out. James and the committee got those good signs that said last sheep on the board. Put them out. Down the last side, young Trav. Lift him up, mate, drag him back under. You've got time on your hands. Get him in the right position. Time's not the factor. It's shearing the sheep in the right position is the factor. And you can't shear a sheep out of position.
Unless you're on the blades, Dave.
Actually, I've got one of those down tubes. It's a flexi tube, 4 metres long. Unbelievable. I can go anywhere and shear a sheep.
You got it extended, did you?
Extension on it. I'll shear out of position that far. Now, you see some of those good shearers. You watched the video last night, yesterday afternoon. They're just right in that same position. Why not, Trav? Press your button, mate. That's Trav. There you go. We'll pick him up there. Ryan.
Henry Barley, stand forward, it's about to finish. Sponsored by Solar Water Clubs. He's done a nice job in this last one. Just got to take your time here. Keep your head in the game. Don't panic. Keep putting your blows in. Keep your cone full. It's a big achievement yet for this day for these last years. Something you're really proud of, something to your grandkids about 50 years old. Right to the last one, doesn't matter in this situation, time's not a factor, he's doing a very nice job. Give it another shearers round.
Give him a round of applause first. Board event today. Right, quickly put your gear away, shearers. You might need that tomorrow to make $1. Put it away somewhere safe, and then you're going to come up and tip for the next event. you press that red button up the end there, mate, on Rice's Creek stand? Can you press that button, please? Press that red button. Thank you. Okay, shearers off the board. Next shearer, step up. Jack Hewitt, you're on 1, mate. Charlie Sturgis on 2. Tom Jacobson on 3. Jacob Sanderson on 4. Riley Henke on 5.
Another quick thanks to our sponsors on these stands here. Rainy Shearing, Brown Shearing, Lanier, Solar Water Pumps, Flinders Building, and Ross Creek Coal Marina.
Sorry?
What's the actual table live going on? Because my family
Yeah, Rice's Creek Coal Marinos. That's the bloodline of these sheep here, donated kindly by the Sparks family, Monday Station, just out near Spalding there. Not far from Jamestown. Beautiful big sheep. You get a few rounds from there, don't you, Matt?
Yeah, we do. I think come up in 10 years.
I can do it.
Type in 20, just type in research
It's not hard to go there and pick up
2025.
And Shearing's doing join as well. They've got a power wall with a nice and flat skin. Nice up the start of the net, not too much work.
Beautiful block marina.
Don't want to put the prices up on myself too much, but yeah, they're good shape. Thank you very much to the Vanderbilt family for their consistent sponsorship of a lot of events up this way, a lot of clients.
Big search from there.
Or put national,
Okay, Tony, zero the clock out, mate. Oh. Okay, novice shearers, have a quick look at your sheet. You double check those hand pieces. Always remember to do the tension up. Nothing worse than starting the hand piece off and you forgot to do the tension up. She rattles a bit. You got to double check that hand piece. Give the downshift a bit of a run with the hand piece on it. Make sure that worm drive's engaged. Always those things you got to be double checking before you start off. Righto, shearers at their gates, please. Judges ready. Timekeepers happy. 3, 2, 1, go. Best of luck.
Copy link. Copy the link.
Yeah, that's right, Dave. You want to check a few things, especially those comb screws. We've all got into that first leg and the combs fell off a couple of times, haven't we?
I embarrassed myself once. We were shearing up bush there and a team from the arbitration were coming in with wide gear times and this secretary walked down the board. She wasn't bad looking either and I'm showing off a little bit and the comb come off on a long line. Oh, a little bit of red face there. Yeah, we had to demonstrate the difference between narrow gear, pulled narrow gear and wide gear. We had to demonstrate the difference of the job on the body and how many second cuts and 1984 at Commonwealth Hill.
That's bloody going back a bit now, isn't it, Dave?
That
Showing your age a bit now, Dave.
That is not age. And it was good though, the Royal Flying Doctor would come in on every fortnight on Thursday and you could get some Panadol and Bex tablets, all those sort of good things, free from the RFDS. So if you're ever out there and there's a fundraiser for the RFDS, jump in and support them because they supplied us shearers up bush with a lot of products out of that big kit. But yeah, those cone screws were showing off a little bit that day. Embarrassing moments.
Yeah, this is important, and instead of having that worm drive, get it properly, the worm clears here in front of the show and having the downshift fall off and then the jitters, start this and through, and lose a few seconds there. Back in the day, the boys few marbles and few lots. Like last time was some of those mistakes, marbles, Errol, down with the lost one guys.
We've got Jack Hewitt from Queensland, he's on stand number 1. Charlie Sturgis from New South Wales, he's a young fella. He's probably still at school, isn't he? He looks like he's a school kid. He'll have his speed plates on. He's on 2. Tom Jacobson, little Jack Jumper from Tassie. Jacob Sanderson, he's a young fella from Victoria. And on the Flinders Building stand, Riley Henke. Where's Riley from? Ben?
He works out there with Nate Maney down from Underway. They call him the Tinker.
Oh,
Okay, we're about to make a start over here on the ball handling board. The first team is our novice national development ball handling. Okay, we've got timekeepers right, judges right, competitors right, shearers, 3, 2, 1, go. On table number 1, we've got Annabelle Buston, Western Australia. Table number 2, Chloe Menzies, South Australia. Table number 3, Layla McGuire, Victoria.
Jack Hewitt, like up a bit around now. He was shaking the start, lost some 3 sets. Doing a good job. He knows this is going to reset, stay calm, the 10 minutes closing. Young Charlie, he's got this little gear up ready to play in nicely. He's not sticking out to one, so he's closing. David Stevenson is breaking it, the next look on the line. Riley, he's looking down the board, he wants to know if this comes or not. So he's walking over that.
Leo, Eagle Landers has been cleaning out that truck area, 43 those top minutes. Are they finding locks? Are they finding shanks? Gangs. And caught through Dan. Going into each bucket. He's over the line. Keeping an eye on the Kira. Looking for Victor Wolvercroft. We're about to remove 10 pieces on the board.
really? On the shearing board, when we watch these young shearers, that pattern's pretty well identical on a lot of these shearers, isn't it? They've got that position right, they roll that cheek around the head on a long blow, they come under that shoulder blade on the last side. So really, our training style or technique or pattern is very similar on the merinos. It was quite interesting. Yesterday, Haynes has got some instructors from New Zealand across, and you know, we're teaching the Kiwis how to shear merinos, and the Kiwis are teaching us the crossbred pattern. So it's great to have that feedback or that talk back, so we can show people how we do it over here and it's efficient, and then how they do it over there. We learn and tell that technique to our young trainers or trainees.
That's right, mate. AWI, the Shearers Contracting Association there. They're out there, they've got a few instructors there teaching these young fellas that nice, new, modern pattern, you would say. Less stress on the body. Deal with these bigger bodied sheep these days, the stronger sheep.
Rightio, back in the wall handling here. A couple of plays and these places are going to drop onto the floor. Ready for the first row for these novice bull handlers. We'll see what they can put on the table. Okay, those places correct. What do we got here from WA from Annabelle? Mighty high for novice here on table 1. Looks on table 2. Looks on table 3. Look at that for novice competitors. That's showing me there's been some pretty good training done. So big thanks to AWI, who you see as a sponsor for these novices here today. Big support when it comes to training for the bull handling and sheds and also the shearing. They're down that side already. They're not going to muck around here. They know what's expected, and they're looking to find that blue ribbon this afternoon.
These shearers roughly the same time as the first heat. That first heat around about that 5.5 minutes. Time will have to be these nice heats though. It's going to stay nice and clean. Make those decisions, but they'll make decisions.
Back to the board for these bull handlers. Back onto that touch area. Good timing. They're all tabled. I think they've got one side of the fleece skirt.
DPO good set his first sheet, good duck in. Make sure someone flicks that last sheet, panel around please. Let everyone out here in the crowd know what's going on, who's up to there.
We've got Chloe and Layla back on the table. Annabelle's back on the table. They're working down that final side of their fleece.
That's Ellen.
Okay, let's call up the next heat, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to the intermediates.
Right, roll up time for Chloe. Roll up time for Annabelle. Plenty of time for a good clean up around their table. Now these standards are all in Canada. They definitely earned their spot in the National Development Squad.
Okay, intermediate. Shearing, development squad, Anthony Free on 1, Steve Hood on 2, Jacob Carmody on 3, Carl Shop on 4,